First and foremost, I extend a warm welcome to you in our beloved country, Afghanistan. I hope that your time in here will be filled with joy and pleasure. Is this your first trip to Afghanistan or have you been here before?
This is my third time to Afghanistan. The very first time was in 2011. Then the second time was in 2012 to 2013 when I moved over here to work for an NGO. And then here is the third time coming to Afghanistan.
What did you think before coming to Afghanistan?
The very first time when I came in 2011, there was a lot of fear of coming to Afghanistan because at that time I remember 3 bombings across different cities. And so there was that fear of what would happen to me if I came over here. Would I die, for example? But now in 2024, I have no fear of the current regime, despite people saying that, oh, it's the Taliban. I think the word Taliban has given people a wrong perception. According to friends who have told me that they have changed the system, now when I came into the country, I felt very safe and there was no issue at all.
Which places in Afghanistan have you visited?
I've been to Jalalabad, Mazar. On this trip, I went to Bamiyan, but we went through Parwan, Gorban, and then coming back through Maidan. Is it Maidan?
Maidan Wardak.
Wardak, that's right. As well as been to Pakman.
How was the hospitality of Afghan people?
Always the best. Because whenever I come over here, I meet up with friends and then they say, oh, please come to our house and drink chai with us and just sit down. And then it's like, I feel really bad because now I have so many friends I have to reject because now I have such a limited time in your country. And then I would only spend time with 1 or 2 people per day. But then, it's just a beautiful gesture of Afghans offering me their homes to stay in, and giving me everything they need, and I feel really, really thankful for all your generosity and kindness.
What all foods have you tried and what was the most delicious one?
My favorite is Shinwari Karai. It's the best. I really, really loved it since 12 years ago. And I came back immediately, I had the Shinwari Karai at Sharanao.
Outstanding. What is your interesting memory from our country?
The best memory I have of an Afghan friend is when he invited me to come and visit him in 2011. His name is Omar, and like I had explained before, there were 3 bombings at the time, and I said, I don't think I want to come. And then he says, it's okay if you don't want to come, but if you want to come, I will protect you with my life. And when he said that, it shifted my perception of what it means to even sacrifice for another friend. And so I took up the courage and decided to come to Afghanistan for the first time. And for that, I think it has shifted and completely changed my worldview of what it means to really love a friend. And even though I haven't really known him for a long time, he was willing to say that and give his life for me. And I really appreciate that gesture.
How were you treated by the officials of Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan?
When I went to the Ministry of Culture to take the permit to go across the provinces, met with the senior officials, nothing happened. It was just a general transaction, I would say. It was hospitable, but it was just purely getting the signatures and then moving from department to department. So that was a normal, I would say a normal administrative thing that I would expect from any other country. But I remember during a dinner, I met with a senior official Taliban, which I didn't realize he was from the Taliban. And he asked me how I thought about Afghanistan. I said, oh, there's a lot of progress from 12 years ago. And then he says, don't be too optimistic, because if you go missing, I will have to look after you. I have to find you because I'm from the public protection. So that was really funny because I never really saw that perspective.
What is your future plan?
I am a lecturer in Singapore and I teach teachers how to teach. And because of my vocation and my passion for teaching, I would really want to develop a social enterprise in Kabul, in Afghanistan, to develop capacity building for teachers, to elevate the status of teachers and maybe to elevate the salaries as well, so that we get the best teachers to teach your people. Because in Singapore, our teachers are very well paid. And I want to share that and perhaps bring that educational expertise to your country so that we can all build the economy up.
What message do you want to convey to the world?
What I'm going to say may be unpopular, because I think the outside world may still have a very biased opinion of the current regime. But because I have already entered Afghanistan in 2024 with the current regime, things have been so calm, so peaceful, so secure, that I think if people can come to Afghanistan and enjoy and be a tourist and contribute to the economy, I think that would be really, really good. But don't take my word for it, come for yourself and see for yourself and see what Afghanistan has to offer you, because it's so beautiful, especially Bamiyan. Bandi Amir was the best choice for me.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
being here and
Daramanana.
sharing your valuable